Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Where your shipping address types itself.
If anyone's on the live stream, just say hello so that I know we have some audience. अगर कोई लाइव स्ट्रीम में है तो हेलो कीजिए ताकि हमें पता चले कोई ऑडियंस है. प्लीज़ यूज़ द चैट विंडो. Hi Sumit, how are you? So today's chat is going to be English and Hindi. आज का chat English और हिंदी दोनों में होगा. So please feel free to ask your question. I don't have anything to say, but I'm going to answer questions that might be there. And also take feedback from the viewers on what we can do with the channel. तो आज हम जो हमारे वीडियो देखते हैं उनके पास से फीडबैक लेने वाले कि चैनल में और क्या हम कर सकते हैं और आपके सवालों का जवाब दूंगा मैं. सो आप चैट विंडो पे लिख सकते हैं क्वेश्चंस. देखें और कौन आया है. तो 8 लोग हैं अभी चैनल में. There are 8 people in the channel watching this live stream. So I'm looking for some interaction. So Sumit says, I'm fine, sir. I want to join your channel, but after joining, please don't mention name in public. Okay. Okay. You can always use an alias and that should be fine. We have genomics investment videos. We have videos on diabetes. We have got videos on HIV and so many others. So AGT 101 new clinical trial 2. So I don't think they have started clinical trial 2 yet. As soon as they start, we will get an idea. And I will absolutely make sure that we have a video immediately. Kiran, Kuchineria Blue is still in downtrend, wondering if it's oversold territory now. Thanks. Blue is... I don't think I have any idea about Bluebird Bio. I have stocks of Bluebird Bio. My current feeling is that it would go down to 1.52 before it bounces back. That's my assumption based on the chart that I had seen before. I am absolutely sure that it has to go up because in December we have PD UFA for Lovocell. And Lovocell would mean something. Plus, they already have Skysona and Zynteglo, both of which are selling, and none of their patients have been refused financing. So Bluebird is in a strong wicket. The only problem with Bluebird is they don't have sufficient money. Now, I am thinking that if a company like Bluebird with 2 approved gene therapies, which are high-priced gene therapies, which are getting patients, and a third one, which is going to be approved in December, needs money, even in this environment, they can get money and any big pharma can just pick them up if they want it. So I'm not worried about my shares, which I have invested there. So that's what I would say. But in terms of oversold or not, I don't know. Kiran, I wouldn't like to give you a gut feel thing on this one with regard to oversold. I'll try and see if I can find any information from any of those data banks that like Yahoo Finance. There are other data banks that may tell us. Yes, dilution is definitely on the card for the share, Kiran, because Bluebird needs money. And by the looks of what I see in their balance sheet and their burn rate, I think they need money very soon. And how can they get money? There are many ways that they can get money. If the interest rate was not so high, I would have expected that they would go for some kind of debt offering. But at this point of time, with the interest rate being so high, I think that there are 2 opportunities that are there for them. One is either to sell off some of their therapies and get money for it, or sell a priority voucher if they have any but I don't think they have any priority vouchers. So that leaves the option of equity dilution or getting taken over by a big pharma or selling off to a big pharma part of their stake. Maybe a big pharma comes and takes new equity issue from them and starts holding a 25% stake or something. So those possibilities are there in my opinion. And Kiran, if you have any ideas, I would like you to share your ideas as well. Then, hey, Inf, continue with your work, my friend. Okay, Sumit says, मैं आपको मेल करूँगा ज्वाइन करने से पहले आप मुझे मेल पर थैंक्स बोल सकते हो. Okay, you are already joined. We'll definitely say thanks. Kiran, when you get a chance, could you please take a look at Denali Therapeutics? Lots of promising drugs in pipeline. Of course, Kiran, I will keep that in my watch list, and I will definitely consider looking at it. So I'm just going to briefly explain this in Hindi to the Indian listeners, just so that they're also in the loop. I'm experimenting for the first time with bilingual. So please bear with me. And you can type your questions in the meantime. I'll take it on one after the other. हमारे हिंदी दर्शकों को मैं ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि किरण ने एक सवाल पूछी थी हमसे कि ब्लूबर्ड बायो नाम की एक कंपनी है, उसके बारे में क्या वो ओवरसोल्ड है. तो मेरा जवाब ये था कि मुझे पता नहीं वो ओवरसोल्ड है कि नहीं. फिर उन्होंने दूसरा सवाल पूछा कि क्या उसमें इक्विटी डाइल्यूशन हो सकती है. तो मैंने कहा हाँ, ज़रूर संभावना है. ब्लूबर्ड बायो एक अमेरिकन कंपनी है जो जीन थेरेपी बनाती है सिकल सेल डिजीज़ का. उनके लिए एक अप्रूवल दिसंबर में आने वाला है. उनका 2 जीन थेरेपी ऑलरेडी अप्रूव्ड हो गए हैं. एक का भाव है 2,04,000, दूसरे का भाव है 3 लाख पेशेंट का पर पेशेंट. और उनके पास काफ़ी पेशेंट्स जमा हो चुके हैं जिनकी ट्रीटमेंट शुरू हो चुकी है और उनकी पेमेंट भी अप्रूव हो चुकी है. जहाँ से भी अप्रूव होना है वहाँ पर एक भी रिजेक्ट नहीं हुआ है. तो मैंने किरण जी को ये कहा कि ये जो ब्लूबर्ड बायो कंपनी है ये जारी रहेगी. शायद बड़ी कोई फार्मा कंपनी इसको टेक ओवर कर सकती है, या तो ये ब्लूबर्ड कंपनी और भी इक्विटी शेयर्स मार्केट में ला सकती है बेचने के लिए. लेकिन दिसंबर में इनका जब नया एक्सासेल थेरेपी अप्रूव हो जाएगा तो शेयर का भाव और ऊपर जाना है. तो ये मैंने उन्हें बताया था. सो दैट डज इट. एंड कैन वी गिव सजेशंस फॉर द मंडे फंडामेंटल सेगमेंट? I think we should take a look at Sears. Sandeep, the Sears is already a dead company. So don't pull my leg on a live stream, my friend. Let's do something which is interesting and new. Okay, let me have a quick look at how many people are in the live stream. So I've got 9 people in the live stream right now. So we need to have some questions because I was thinking that if anyone does have idea, do share. Yeah. So Inf is asking, what company would you like us to do a fundamental review on? Thanks, Sumit. Thanks a lot. 270 Bio, I think, is in deep trouble. If I'm not mistaken, it was spun off from... I think it was spun off from Bluebird, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, what was that company? I forget. It's a Genomics company. Yeah, it's in trouble if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look it up, Kiran. Yeah, it's from Bluebird, right? Yeah, I think the CEO also resigned of late. So yeah, Bluebird spun it off, and then I think I think they are in trouble, if I'm not mistaken. Krushanu Sahu, sir, please tell me about EBT clinical trial. So EBT phase 1 clinical trial has started, and they have already dosed the first patient. And what has happened so far is they have announced that they have started the clinical trial. They have announced that they have identified volunteers who will participate in the trial. They have already dosed the first patient. That's all we know. The other thing that we know is that they are on the fast track, and FDA is collaborating with them. So I'm thinking that their phase 1 will go very rapidly. And I have read up about their edits, the edits that they have on their therapy, which is in vivo, which means in your body, the edits will take place. So it seems very promising. So we'll have to look at further announcement from EBT. Excision is a private company. So when we look at public companies like Bluebird, then what happens is that every quarter they have to announce their earnings, and in the earnings release they have to announce the status of various therapies in their pipeline. But Excision doesn't have those compulsions, so we'll have to wait for them to present in some conference where they will present data or updates, and I'll bring them to you. तो हमें कृष्णा शाहू ने पूछा कि EBT क्लिनिकल ट्रायल के बारे में बताइए। तो हमने कहा कि फ़ेज़ 1 क्लिनिकल ट्रायल शुरू हुआ है, और फ़ेज़ 1 क्लिनिकल ट्रायल के अंदर उन्होंने पहला पेशेंट को ऑलरेडी डोज कर दिया है। शायद अभी तक 2-3 पेशेंट डोज हो गए होंगे। फ़ेज़ 1 क्लिनिकल ट्रायल जो होता है सिर्फ सेफ्टी देखता है, और हमने उनके थेरेपी के बारे में जो पढ़ा है उसमें जो एडिट्स होती है वो शरीर के अंदर होती है। तो उसकी वजह से ये HIV की रोकथाम हो सकती है। वो गैग प्रोटीन को कट कर देता है, तो गैग प्रोटीन वाला जीन को कट कर देता है। तो मेरे हिसाब से EBT अच्छी तरह से कर सकती है फ़ेज़ 1। उन्हें फास्ट ट्रैक डेसिग्नेशन भी मिला है FDA से। इसका मतलब है FDA इनके साथ काम करेगी, और जैसे जैसे यहाँ पर डेटा मिलेगी वो FDA के पास जाएगी और FDA रिव्यू करेगी, यानी कि कोई गैप नहीं है। साधारण तौर पे देखा जाए तो क्लिनिकल ट्रायल कंपनी पूरी करती है, फिर सब डेटा जमा करती है, फॉर्म्स भरती है, और एक साथ सब FDA को भेजती है, फिर FDA सब पढ़ती है, सवाल पूछती है, वगैरह वगैरह। अब तो ऐसा है फास्ट ट्रैक डेसिग्नेशन के साथ कि FDA जो है प्रोजेक्ट टीम की तरह बन गई है और साथ ही साथ काम कर रही है, तो जल्दी हो सकता है। एक्सिशन बायो प्राइवेट कंपनी है, इसलिए वो हमें डेटा नहीं देंगे, लेकिन अगर वो कोई सेमिनार या कॉन्फ्रेंस में हिस्सा लेंगे तो हमें पता चलेगा कि किस तरह से चल रही है उनकी क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स। सो नेक्स्ट लेट अस लुक एट Inf. Recently, popular YouTube Meet Kevin took a brief look at Crispr Therapeutics. It was cool. Discovered though that almost all their revenue comes from Vertex, but said it's nice company becoming profit. CRISPR is going to get another 70 million in the third quarter from Vertex. I'm not at all worried about CRISPR because it's got around $1.8 billion in the pipeline. In the balance sheet, and it's got 2 fully owned therapies in advanced stage of clinical trials, CTX110 and 130, which are in the cancer space, and they are blockbusters when they get approved, because everything else that is in the market for those indications are all autologous. So which means they have to take from the donor, and those T cells will be weak. So all the negatives of autologous treatment are on those competitors. And over and above that, FDA has not allowed them to be the first line of treatment or standard of care. They are reserved for those people who have not been able to get into remission with chemotherapy and the current method of treatment, radiation treatment. After that fails, then they come for the existing genomic medicines. I think we have one from, one is Chimera and Bayard Z or something, and there are 3. I had done a video recently about that. So CRISPR looks very, very strong on those segments. And also their Exacell is going to have approval in December, which will be with revenue sharing. I also looked at VCTX, it's looking phenomenal. VCTX 210, 211, both are looking phenomenal. And 212, if they manage to do that, it's going to be the ultimate treatment for type 1 diabetes as well as type 2 diabetes. So I'm really happy about CRISPR. I have no worries at all about CRISPR. The only company I'm worried about is Ginkgo Bioworks. So that's what I would say there. Inf, profitable, he's intrigued. This is good news that it's getting some attention aside from ARC investment. Yeah, true, Inf. Kiran is asking, would you please take a look at Medtronic, cause they have quite diverse in medical devices. The stock price is almost 52 weeks low. So Kiran, I'll definitely take a look at Medtronic. We are having a lull in the genomic sector because most of our companies other than Bluebird CRISPR and Ginkgo, none of them have any news coming. All of them are in the middle of their clinical trials. Nothing major is happening. So I'll definitely look at these stocks. My only fear is that we do not want to take dubious stocks or penny stocks. So I'll check all these things and I'll definitely let you know in the comment section itself. So come back to this chat and look at this comment section. Or maybe you could just go to our sharetreck.com website. So now that we have members, I have revenue coming in. So I have bought a website for us. And I'm posting news and blog posts on genomics as well as diseases out there. And we have a contact form out there. Just use the contact form and give me the list of companies that you're interested in. I'll definitely have a look at all of them. And whenever I have a gap, when I don't have any news on our watch list companies, I'll definitely pick up one of them and make a video on it, and so that you can enjoy. So that's what I would say. And Kiran, I hope you have subscribed, and that's why you're able to chat out here. So thank you for your subscription, and thanks for watching our videos. So who else is on the line? Let me see how many people are on the... Well, there are 12 people in the live stream. That's good. So let us have other questions if anyone else is wondering if you're keeping an eye on FDA approval calendar. No, I'm not keeping an eye on FDA approval calendar at this point of time, other than that the PDF UFA dates known already for Bluebird as well as Crispr Therapeutics. But if I see any news flash, I scan the news, and if I see any news flash about pending approvals or AdCom meetings or PDUFA dates, then I will definitely pick it up and bring. If you could give me a background about your question, if you have some therapy that is having a milestone, just let me know and I'll check it out. Inf, yeah, what's your question, Inf? I hope everybody is fine. I hope everybody is fine. It's 10:30 p.m. here, and today I thought I'll do it at 10:30 because it's early morning in India. I think in India it must be 6:30, and in the US our audience it must be for the Californians and all, it must be nice evening, late evening, and for the people in the East Coast it's almost sleepy time. So yeah, in a short while, I would hope to close off the live stream. And friends, to be honest, I wanted to do the live stream just to get in touch with you guys and talk free format and have a two-way communication. And the other thing is, when I don't do live stream, I lose track of how I can communicate. For example, I forgot that I have the ability to show the comments. And I forgot about those things. So if I start doing live stream more often, I'll not forget these kind of... you are on EST time? Okay. Okay, where are you located, Kiran? Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Okay. See, I can now show you your comment there, and I'm just going to adjust it so that it's in the right place. Okay. So that looks good. So this is great. I'm really happy to have audiences from around the world. I'll give you an idea of our audience composition. We have 40% audience coming in from India, and around 20% coming in from the United States. And then we have around 5% from UK. We have a few coming in from Middle East, Philippines, and this is in the English channel. And in the Indian channel, it's almost 95% from India, 2 or 3% from Nepal, and a few from Bangladesh. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I am thinking that 2027 is when the cure will come. And there was an interesting question someone asked me before I came into the live stream. It was in the chat section. So I'm just going to share that with all of you because you guys are all here. So what I would say is that my thinking is that EBT 101 has got fast track. I'm thinking that that's the one that is going to get approved first. That's my thought process. And I'm thinking that when FDA approves EBT 101, it will be a conditional approval. And it will be a conditional approval because when FDA gives an approval, FDA would not have proof that it's a once and done treatment. The proof that FDA will have is that they would have data of people who have been treated at the beginning of this year, and let us say they get approval in 2027. So entire 2023, entire 2024, and entire 2025, and entire 2026. So 4 years, whoever was treated at the beginning of this year would have been free of the virus for almost 4 years. There will be no trace of virus in their bloodstream. So FDA will be sure that at least for 4 years, the therapy is effective. And in phase 2, they would have a diverse range of people from different races, from different locations and all. So FDA will know that it works on many kinds of people simultaneously. So FDA will say, we are giving you a conditional approval, and this is my speculation. We are giving you a conditional approval. You can go ahead and sell the therapy and keep on giving us data about the people who were already treated, so that we have, from the trial, we continue to get the data. And FDA will keep on collecting the data, and at one point of time, they'll have enough data to say this is a once and done cure. So that's the way I am thinking, because FDA needs proof before it can certify something for a particular quality or something like that. So that's my thought process. I hope this answer satisfies your question. And it's way before 10 years. Way before 10 years. 2026 is a possibility, in my opinion, if we were very optimistic. So any other questions, my friends? We are all fine, Inf. So Inf had a hard day at work. I think Inf must be on his way home. So I hope, Inf, you are not driving and watching the live stream. Okay, let me just quickly check whoever is in the... There are 12 people right now. Okay, guys. So I'm thinking that if there are no more questions, thanks, Krishna. And Inf is still here. Okay, Inf. So that kind of brings me to an end of this live stream, unless you guys have any other questions. So we have answered some questions about genomics. We have answered some questions about possible cure. So I didn't do that in Hindi. So I'm going to do that in Hindi. So Krishna Sahu ने हमें पूछा कि HIV का क्योर 10 साल के अंदर आ सकता है क्या? तो हमने कहा बिल्कुल. हमने कहा कि 2027 तक आ जाएंगे. तो I have a lunch appointment in the morning, Inf. I have a brunch appointment actually with our good friend. So I won't be able to come, but I wish you the very best. So now Kiran is saying there's a good potential company here, Elevate Bio. It's still not IPO. I'll check it out, Kiran. Thanks. Kiran, can you do me a favor? Can you give me the list of these companies that you have in your mind? This will be very good input for the channel. I'll look up all these things and I'll start making videos on them whenever I have time slots that are available where I don't have a subject matter. I'll put these things, and if the audience like any of them or we find potential in any of these companies, we'll add them to our watch list. So thanks, Kiran. Now let me do the Hindi translation quickly for the Hindi audiences. किरण जी ने हमें पूछा था कि HIV का क्योर 10 साल के अंदर आ सकता है क्या? और हमने कहा बिल्कुल बिल्कुल आ सकता है 10 साल के अंदर. हमने कहा कि 2025 यानी कि 2027 में आ जाएगा, तब तक तो आ जाएगा. और हमने कहा कि EBT 101 जो है उसका ही सबसे ज़्यादा संभावना है 2026 2027 में आ जाने की. और मैंने कहा कि अप्रूवल जो है वो FDA कुछ इस तरह से देगी कि जब 2027 में वो अप्रूव करेंगे, तब ये साल के शुरुआत में जिस पेशेंट को उन्होंने डोज किया था उन पेशेंट्स के 4 साल हो गए होंगे. तो FDA को पता होगा कि इन पेशेंट्स को 4 साल तक तो HIV हुआ नहीं. ये वैक्सीन, ये ट्रीटमेंट करने के बाद उनके शरीर से HIV निकल गया, 4 साल तक वापस नहीं आया. ये उनको प्रूफ मिल जाएगा. और फेज़ 2 जो ट्रायल हो रही है, हो जाएगी फेज़ 1 के बाद, उसमें तरह तरह के लोगों को लेंगे. गोरे लोग, जापानीज़ लोग, इंडियन लोग, ऐसे सब तरह तरह के लोगों को लेंगे और उनके ऊपर वो उनको वैक्सीन ये EBT 101 देंगे. और उसका भी रिज़ल्ट FDA के पास होगा। तो ये सब रिज़ल्ट FDA देखने के बाद 2026 2027 में अप्रूवल देगी, ये कहते हुए कि आप ये दवा बेच सकते हो, और लेकिन शर्त यह है कि आप जितना ट्रायल में पेशेंट्स को रखे थे उनका सब डेटा हमारे को हर साल देते रहना, ताकि उनके पास 20-30 साल के बाद इतना डेटा जमा हो जाए कि वो लोग वो सर्टिफाई कर सके कि ये दवा जो है सचमुच एक बार दिया तो ज़िंदगी भर के लिए क्योर है। तो कुछ इस तरह से होगी, इसलिए कंडीशनल अप्रूवल होगी 2027 2026 में क्योर आ जाएगी, ऐसे हमने कहा था। Nice to know, Kiran. We do cover medical devices. We are doing, of course, I wouldn't call these medical devices, but we are covering Illumina, which is more of genomic sequencing machines, and PACB, Oxford Nanopore. So maybe we should start including a bit of medical devices in our watch list. So thanks for tuning in. And then we have going home. Okay, drive safely, Inf. Thanks, Inf. Thanks. You have been the greatest supporter of the channel. So I'm always in great debt with you because you have been right from the day one of the channel. And friends, for all Inf always collaborates with me on Sundays, so that on Monday we come up with a video in which Inf is basically Sandeep. He does the financial analysis of a company. So we have bought that as a new program in our channel. And I'm encouraging Sandeep to start his own channel, especially for fundamental analysis, because Sandeep has got a solid finance background and he works in finance, and he also has shares and he invests personally. So yeah, we have had a great time. Sandeep has been to my house and we have recorded some videos in our house here in my studio. So thanks, Sandeep. Thanks for being a great friend and a great supporter of the channel. So that said, I think it's time for me to wind up. I think Kiran must also be feeling sleepy. Of course, fortunately, tomorrow is a Sunday, so it's great. So we have around 9 users. So it's good for a small channel like us, but we want to touch 5,000. So friends, all of you who are here are subscribers. So I thank you very much for being a subscriber and taking us close to 5,000. But if any of you, it's possible, then please press the join button and become a member, because we have a target of 100 members for our channel by the end of the year, so that we can start improving it. And as you know, North America is an expensive location, so if I want to get help and all, it'll be useful. And I'm also creating assets, sharetreck.com, and we have our own email as well. So we are building assets as well for this channel. So your contribution is most welcome. So thanks, Kiran. Thanks for joining us, and good night and take care. So good night, everyone. आज का प्रोग्राम यहीं समाप्त करता हूँ. काफ़ी देर हो गई है. आज टोरंटो में अभी 11 बजने को आए रात के. मुझे सोना चाहिए, अभी बड़ी नींद आ रही है. आप लोग को फिर मिलूँगा. जय हिंद.